now. This is new for 2011 with online capabilities in the vehicle as well. This vehicle is the A8 long wheelbase, so it has not only longer size, but also rear seat entertainment. It has the full Bang & Olufsen top of the line sound system, and when I mentioned the online capabilities that we're bringing to the US, this vehicle integrates Google Earth. In this case, this is what you're seeing on the screen. I'll zoom out and you'll see that it's the full Google Earth that you might expect to see in your mobile phone or on your desktop. You can pan around, you can download data from anywhere. We merge it with our onboard road network, so that if you're driving somewhere, the routing engine is ours. The roads are verified, of course, and if you're driving somewhere where you have no connectivity, you will always be able to drive home. We also smoothen out any network gaps, for example, making sure that your imagery that we're downloading in the terrain is as smooth and continuous as possible. So you don't see fuzzy imagery as much as possible. So let me take you somewhere in 3D, and I'll show you what this means. So like I said, we're overlaying the roads and the and traffic information. I'll show you in a second as well. Actually, I can turn that on right now. Turn that off. Turn on traffic information. Hopefully we are being serious right now. No traffic reports have come in yet. Okay, so there's no traffic information coming in from Sirius right now. Probably because we have limited reception in here. Obviously, it's the full 3D globe. And now let me zoom in on an area that's a little bit more exciting than downtown Las Vegas, but it's more in 3D. And you'll see what happens next. So if I haven't been here before, it'll download new imagery, so it'll start to look less fuzzy in a second. Now you see that it's starting to build in. And now I can use the map, the panning feature. You'll see everything's in very high resolution, mountains. So we have a 3D graphics chip from NVIDIA on board. Let's see what happens now. Let me just stop here for a second. It'll pull it all up. A built-in phone module that's used to download data. We also use the data connection for other services like Google Search. We do Google Search. We voice enable Google Search as well. So you can say you want to search for pizza or you want to search for CES 2011 and things that wouldn't be in your normal database of points of interest in the vehicle, and it will find it.
And it's only for English right now, or?
No. So North American vehicles speak 3 languages. They speak English, French, Canadian, and Mexican Spanish. So we support all 3. And then, as we launch in Europe, we have to support all of those languages as well, and then elsewhere. So you see now the imagery is very up to date.
So you actually use this as a mouse?
Yeah. So I'll show you the cool feature there. So it's multimodal. So here I'm using it to pan, and you see very fluid with the use of the graphics 3D graphics chip. If I zoom in now a little bit further, you'll see that it's really a 3D terrain model, as you see there. And it'll keep filling in, getting better. But let's say I want to search for something. So now I see, so it's backlit, so now you see numbers there. So in this case, it's used for radio station presets. Those are the radio stations popping up there. So if I just put my finger over it, it's radio stations that I have preset or just open slots that I can use for presets. Now let me go into something where I have to type something, where I have to enter text. So our classic user interface is this one, with the rotating knob. Or if I start typing, then I can just write something. So you can see as I type, it's very responsive, and it's popping up on the screen. Let's say I'm done, I've already searched for this in the past. So we have a history as well of your searches. Now it's found. Bellagio Hotel is probably here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. So these are all references to the Bellagio. Now I can start with guidance, or I can select additional information. So it's fully online, retrieving additional information.
Right.
It's got a built-in browser that's also used to show customized information. So not something with lots of flash popping up and lots of pop-ups all over the place.
Right.
It's customized to minimize the driving distraction, and some of these features are available while driving, some are not.
Right.
This would be available. Other features, which I'll show you next. Weather searches, gas prices, travel information, news. Some of these will then be blocked.
Well, you know, in Taiwan, people like to watch movies,
Yeah.
VCD or TV programs.
So I can show you movies. However, movies, of course, while you're driving, no go. So we will play the audio because we have a lot of customers who are audiophiles.
Right.
So if they have DVD concerts, for example, they continue to hear them. We send the video content, of course, to the rear screens. Since this is the A8L with rear seat, but we don't, of course, allow you to watch movies while you drive. So this is a classic use case with an audiophile that wants to listen to an Nora Jones DVD, you know, and then you can certainly watch that while you're stationary.
Yes.
The moment you drive, the audio will be there. So this car has Bang & Olufsen sound system, so it's top of the line, more than 1,000 watts of power.
Wow.
And you can see, you know, I could crank it up and beat any of the the guys on the show floor.
Yes. Also, another feature I see is very important. It's your new heads-up display for this one.
Yeah. So this particular vehicle does not have heads-up display. That's launched first with the A7, and the A7 we launched in the LA Motor Show last year, and it's coming to North America as well now in the beginning of the year. What this vehicle does is in this center display that you have here in front of you, we also use it to show a lot of driving related information. So here, what you're seeing there in that image, that's actually the night vision camera.
Right.
And if we were driving, it would highlight obstacles in your way.
Right.
So it would highlight them and say with a green box or a red box to let you know if they're within your path.
Right.
And with Audi Presence, we slow down the vehicle. We notify the customer with vibrations on the steering wheel. For example, if you're drifting out of your lane.
Right.
And if absolutely necessary, we'll apply the emergency brake.
Automatically?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a sort of an escalation, series of escalation steps to get to something that extreme. It'll pre-tension the airbag, the seat belts, prepare the airbags for deployment, all of those things. So it's very, something you don't want to happen.
Right.
Curious like you. So that in a nutshell is it. This is a multitasking machine, effectively. So everything's running in parallel. You can see this full array of features that the system supports, all the way from safety critical things like the car settings, with controlling dynamic air suspension, for example, to media, entertainment. So everything has to run concurrently. You can't have any crashes.
Right.
It's a sort of tested hundreds of thousands of kilometers to be absolutely bulletproof. And this, again, not a concept. This car is available as is in the market right now.